Hey everybody, welcome back to my layout. So for those of you who follow along with my videos, you saw last month I was working on the how I install DCC and sound Kato AC4400CW. So you would have already known that I finished this CEFX 1025 that I've been working on. So I got it down on the layout and I finally made up a train, and I've been running it quite a bit down here, breaking it in. So one of the next videos I'll do when I catch a rainy day, I'll do a video of that locomotive pulling a train down here on the layout. But other than that addition to the motive power down here, I haven't really done much else. I've been focusing my efforts on my Fremo module, working on getting it functional and starting some of the structures and like the scratch building I need to do and some of the scenery. So we'll go up to my office and we'll have a look at some of that stuff that I'm working on up there. Okay guys, so this is what I'm working on in my office right now. I'm starting to do the structure work for my module, and one of the main features of this, of the prototype and the model of the prototype, will be the bins. So I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I think lots of other people use this technique too, but this is the way it works best for me, is to make paper mock-ups. So the paper mock-up on the left there, that those are the exact dimensions of some bins I found on the internet that are made by Boston Implement. They're actually like kids' toys, kids' farm toys. And the moldings are kind of crude. They're a little bit too thick for HO, but I think I can pull it off because the bins are almost perfect diameter, and I can make them kind of tailor-made as high as I need them. So that's a good thing. So I'll show you a picture of the Boston Implement bin that I'm thinking about using. So I make the paper mock-ups of those bins. The paper is exactly the same width and height as the bin that comes from Boston, and then just using prototype photos and also an HO car, I figure out kind of how high they are, how high they should be, how tall the elevator should be, make my little overview drawing there, and then make a paper mock-up of it. And that's a way you can really kind of get a handle on what it's going to look like. I've found that some things you can't just build them to scale, because when you build them to scale, they're either too big or too small, and they don't look right. You kind of have to interpolate a little bit with modeling. So you can see I started, there's the elevator that comes from the Walthers kit that I'll be using as the middle elevator for these two bins. So it's definitely by no means a fast process, but it's fun modeling, and they're actually modeling the real thing. So if you do need to go out and get some more photos, you can do that, and it's kind of a fun activity to do. So I'm gonna keep plugging away at this over the next, I don't know, a few months until I get this one done. I'm gonna finish the bins and the elevator in this photo first. Make sure everything's done there until I move on to the next set of bins, which is like 8 bins, another elevator, plus some like a catwalk and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep going with this. This will be a good project coming into fall and winter, and to work on stuff like this. And one other thing that I forgot to show you guys, I got this a couple of months ago, but since I finished that CEFX AC4400, I haven't had a locomotive project to work on, and I'm used to just having something always sitting on my desk. So I might start working on this. I haven't decided for sure yet, but this might be my next project. This is Atlas Trainman NRE Genset, and I'm thinking about, so I'd be doing DCC sound LEDs as all my other locomotives, but actually painting this one up and decaling it for Nova Chemicals, like the one in this picture here. So I'm not for sure if I'm going to do it yet or not. It is a huge undertaking because you need to make decals for it, and there's also a few things that are a little different about the Nova one that is different than the Atlas one. So there'd be a little bit of kit bashing to do as well, but that's something I got a while ago and I forgot to show you guys. So that may be the next thing I start working on as far as a Locomotive DCC install or a rolling stock or whatever. So stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so we're out here in the garage. You can see I brought my booster out here from the layout so I could test both of my UP5 panels and also test all the track work and make sure it was working properly for the big meet that's coming up in August. And it was actually good because I found a solder that had broke on one of my feeder wires, so it was a good double check just to make sure that this thing works. And you can see under the unloading grading there, I started a little bit of scratch building, some of the structure work. So that's the conveyor that's located underneath the grading where the cars are unloaded. There's the photo and a little bit more detail. The conveyor that's underneath there. The little pegs that hold the conveyor up are just scrap sprues from wooden model kits. They actually come in really handy for scratch building stuff like this. And those the plastic parts for the conveyor, they came from this Walther's kit. The rail to road aggregate, and they were actually part of that piece there. Kind of just cut them in half and glue them together. But probably be able to get a lot of parts that I need. I'm going to reuse the elevator off of this kit as well. One final thing I'm going to do electronically is install a Tam Valley juicer on this Atlas unpowered Frog. Now the reason being, the short axle locomotives, that's why I was using the Jeep 40 to test it, because it's 4-axle and it's got a short wheelbase, but some of the little locomotives have trouble with these unpowered Frogs. So I want to make sure that my module just runs flawlessly and there's no issues, people switching and stuff, so no matter what which track the locomotive's on. So I've already installed the feeder wire. I'm just going to get the Tam Valley juicer in and then install that. So there's the overview of the module, and my goal was to have it functional and ready for the meet in August, so I'm there, so that's good. And I'm even going to have a little bit of the structure and a little bit of scenery done too, so that's good as well. I'm really looking forward to taking this thing to a Fremo meet and having a whole bunch of trains run over it throughout the course of the whole weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for the videos from that. I'm going to take my camera, of course, and there'll be probably a lot of videos coming from that meet in August. So that's going to keep me busy probably for the entire month. So that's everything I've been working on up to the middle of July 2014. As always, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.